What's going on, everybody? Chip Hardbody here, leaving work. Oh, it's a fantastic morning. It's lovely. It's a little overcast, so it's not too bright. It's a little bit nippy, but I'm not complaining. High 60s, not complaining. Oh, man. I can't tell you. It's so good to be back on the bike. After being off your bike for a couple of weeks, you just come back and you've been in the cage for hours and hours on a trip, on vacation or whatever. You know, whatever your reason for being away from your bike, if you've been in a cage for so long and you hop on your bike and you just fucking go, man, I can't even describe it. It's just, there's no feeling like it. And a lot of you people who've been riding for a little while, you know what I'm talking about. You first-time riders, you guys know what I'm talking about because you got to experience it for the first time not so long ago. You know, you've been in the cage for so many years, and then you just hop on the bike, and you finally are able to just be you. You can just be you. And that's actually kind of the point of this particular vlog. I have a question, and my question, and I'll respect this sign, slow children at play, even though I'm pretty sure there's no children playing at this early hour. But, oh, squirrel, don't run in front of me. My question for everyone, and I'd like to see some response videos to this if you guys don't mind, because I think it'd be interesting. And the question basically is, since you started riding, what have you discovered about yourself that you didn't know before you started riding? I'm genuinely curious, because I feel like riding a motorcycle, and it's going to sound weird to people who've never ridden, who don't have an interest in riding, who don't know anyone that rides, but for me, you know, it makes a lot of sense because, you know, I'd always wanted a bike, so finally having one, it seems like it's allowed me to be a little bit more of me in just everyday life. You know, it's allowed me, oh shit, my phone just went off. It's allowed me to be, I don't know, freer in my dealings with people. You know, I'm a pretty easygoing guy to begin with, and then when I started riding, I feel like I just became even more mellow than I used to be about pretty much everything in my life. You know, any troubles that I have, any concerns, any worries, any anxieties, I can just hop on the bike and start riding, and it just all melts away. I can't ride angry, and it's not because, you know, of some personal thing against riding angry, which I don't think you should ride angry. But I mean, even when I'm pissed off, I'm mad as fuck, which is hard to do to me. It's hard to get me that mad. But when I am, I can literally just sit on my bike and fire it up and just take a couple of minutes and listen to the sound of the engine and just feel the vibration of the bike, and it just all goes away. And it doesn't matter anymore. Even if it's something important, even if I'm mad about something that is genuinely affecting my life, once I'm on the motorcycle, none of that shit matters. It just melts away, and it's wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling, and it's just something I've discovered about myself, that this is my therapy. This is what I do to keep me centered, to keep me level-headed in my day-to-day life. And yeah, it's just, and there are other things that I've discovered about myself along the way. through riding. And one of them is that I'm a very destination-oriented person. I'm not one of these people who can just, do things aimlessly without any real reason why. I always thought that I would be. I always thought that I could be one of those guys who just, like, hops on the bike and just goes for hours and hours and hours with no real destination in mind. And I think that I can make myself do that, but that's just not who I am intrinsically. That's not who I am right out of the gate. I have to make myself think that way. When I was trying to reach my first 1,000 miles on this bike, I didn't have a destination in mind, so I was just going. I was just riding for a while, and it was nerve-wracking for me. Not knowing where I was going was just so different than what I'm used to that it genuinely bothered me, and I didn't enjoy the ride as much as I should have. Whereas if I had just picked a destination and just rode towards it, it wouldn't matter if I actually got there or not. I could have turned around halfway there and come back. But as long as I had a destination in mind and was on a road that led me to that destination, then I would have been good. And I've noticed that applies to everything else in my life as well. Like I said, I'm a very laid-back person, but if I don't have a general sense of where I'm going with my life and with a particular thing, I get a little antsy, I get a little frustrated, and I don't enjoy myself as much as I should. And I know that sounds very esoteric and very hippy-dippy, maybe, to some people, but it's just things that I've learned about myself through the experience of riding, and it's been awesome. I love knowing these new things about myself. So I'm just curious what other people have come to know about themselves through the experience of riding a motorcycle. I feel like lately, at least the vlogs that I've been watching have been getting away from like the experience of riding and more about the technical sides of riding. Maybe I'm watching the wrong moto vlogs. I probably am. But that's all I wanted to postulate to you fine folks. If you can get out and ride this weekend, I know it's Sunday, but if you can do it, fucking get out there. Take the chance. Take the opportunity to ride every chance you get. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for the love and support. It really means a lot. And I am going to just relax and enjoy the rest of my ride home. So I hope you guys are having a real nice fucking day, and I will catch you next time. Peace.